guys, welcome back to Say Mojo Homestead, where I wanted to introduce a new animal to you that we got over the weekend. It kind of got overshadowed because of the camping trip. We did get it actually the day that we left, and then Cass brought it back here, got it set up, but then had to come straight to the camping trip. So didn't really get a chance to introduce you guys to him. It is a boy. But also with that, today I picked up Boneset. I'm not super familiar with this plant. I have heard a lot about it, so I'm excited about it. But as far as like how it grows, how big it gets, all of those things, I do know the conditions it likes, but even like how to use it, not real sure. I do know the basics of what it's good for, as far as anything with like the flu or pneumonia, fever, all of that. But yeah, as far as like how to use it, I mean, maybe a tea, I don't really know. So if you guys are familiar with this plant and you have a favorite way of being able to use it, maybe tinctures or whatever, let me know, because like I said, I've got to do some research to figure it out. But I would prefer to hear from you guys, because I'm going to trust you guys a little more than just like a random article online. This is leaking. Not good. Man, that's leaking a lot. I need to get that turned off. Look at, oh, wow. Jeez. Look at all of these blossoms on our olive tree. That is crazy. This thing has so many. It's all of these little guys right here. So last year we only got a few blossoms on it, but it was the first year that it was in the ground. We did get a couple of olives off of it, not enough to do anything with. I mean, we didn't even have enough to like even experiment with curing them, which I kind of wanted to do, but we only had 5, so we just sort of, threw them away. But this year, man, this thing might be loaded, guys. I am really excited about that. Also, I'm going to go check on our apple trees real quick, and then I will introduce you to our new boy on the homestead. So we do have flowers, which is good. These guys are not performing well. I'm actually kind of in the process of debating on whether or not we're going to continue with apples. If we are, I think I'm just going to get a crabapple tree and remove these that are not doing well. This one is a red delicious. That other one back there was is a golden delicious. And then we have a wine sap, which is actually the one that I really, really like. That one does really well, but it can't pollinate any of the others. It has to have another variety to pollinate it. And then this one is a pink lady. And if I remember right, this is kind of the same way. It's not going to really be a great pollinator for any other variety, but it does require other varieties to be pollinated. We are like really at the edge of zones, as far as like cold and chill hours for apples to do well. This is why I like the wine sap. 1, I love the taste, but 2, it does really well with the chill hours that we get, and always flowers really heavy. But because the others don't flower heavy, we don't really get a ton of apples on it. We do get a decent amount, but not a lot. Not like what it looks like we would be getting with all of those flowers. This one seems to be doing pretty good. This is our persimmon, Fuyu persimmon. And I can't tell if there's buds on that one or not, but the other thing, Cass's mulberry tree that she rescued or pulled out of the woods from, hey, we got a volunteer. Yes! Look at this, guys. So these are the squash that I planted in the orchard, and I really thought that the chickens had found all of the seeds because they've been over here scratching away, but they came up. So our plan, if you don't know, out here is to do a lot of our winter squash and just kind of let it go and see what happens with it, so that we don't take up room in the garden with the winter squash. So the mulberry tree that Cass pulled out of the woods and we planted out here is doing very, very well. It has lots of flowers. We might actually get a lot of mulberries. The one in the woods, this one's actually like a offshoot of the one, the bigger one we have in the woods. But because it's in the woods, it never really performs great just because it doesn't get a lot of sun and all the berries that do come on it are too high for us to reach. And that's why she really wanted to get one out here that we could cultivate and do a good job taking care of and getting fruit off of it. Also, she loves the idea, we both love the idea of being able to use what's on the land and what has been given to us on the land. So that's just one way to do it. We don't have to go buy a tree. We just use one that's here. We just put it in a more favorable spot, give it more favorable conditions to do really well. I'm making my way back to that boy. But the other thing is our pawpaw trees, this one bloomed for the first time this year. So we've got a lot of first with flowers. And we probably will not get any fruit set off of this one because its little buddy, the one behind me that's a lot taller, is the one that we got to cross-pollinate with it. That one, although it's taller, is newer, so it has not started flowering. So I don't really think that we're going to get any pawpaws this year. All right, guys, let me show you our new addition and this handsome buck that we picked up this weekend. He's going to be bashful and hide, but check him out. Is he not beautiful? So we got him from Megan Height over at Living the Height Life, and they do a lot with rabbits. She has a book that she's published. She does a lot of raising. They do like a whole rabbit colony. But the reason we wanted to get one from her is because she raises hers on forage. She's transitioned her entire rabbitry residence. What do you call a group of rabbits? I don't even know. Totally blanking on that. Anyway, put it in the comments. Help me out, guys. I just total brain fart there. But anyway, all of her rabbits, she has transitioned over to forage, and that's what we do. Now, you can't just start feeding a rabbit. That was so cute. We can't just start feeding a rabbit forage just right away. So you do have to transition them over if they've been raised on pellets or anything like that. But when you have been raising them and their young is raised on forage, then they will thrive. And that is what we want. Mainly because it's a great, easy, quick protein if we ever needed it. And we don't have to rely on food from the stores because we can just get what's growing on our land, feed it to them, and they do really, really well. But he is beautiful. This is actually the first time I've come out here and walked up to him. So he is a little bit nervous just because he doesn't recognize me, but he is so sweet. When our girls come out here, they hold him, they are petting him, loving on him, and he just loves it. That's it. Isn't he a handsome little stud? So we are going to, the plan is to breed him with our current rabbit right there and get babies out of them. We may try to keep some of the babies for protein. I don't know. Like, if you've been following along, you've heard us say that we were doing it and kind of got away from it. Several different reasons why, but we do like the security of having them if we were to ever need them again. So having that buck does provide that security. And also our oldest daughter, Selah, really wanted a rabbit. We lost her rabbit. And so she's been really kind of missing that. And so this is her rabbit. This is her responsibility. And she is doing a really good job of taking care of it. And so excited to have another rabbit to call her own. It's getting a little bit late in the afternoon. I need to go get stuff started for dinner. Cass is a little bit busy this evening, so I'm in charge. So I'm going to go do that. We'll catch you guys on the next one. We are going to be a little bit sporadic through this next week on getting videos up just because of schedule and travel and stuff like that. So just keep an eye out for them. We do appreciate all of you guys who are following along with us, and make a point to catch those videos when they go up. We really do appreciate that, and do refer to you guys as our family, our YouTube family. So thank you guys so much for that support. I hope you have a great week and be blessed.